Okay, our first experiment we're going to do is we're going to launch baking soda and vinegar rocket. And what we do is we first take some vinegar and pour it into the bottle or the rocket. And then we would take some baking soda and put it right into here, but we don't want to just pour it in because it will fuzz all over the place and make a mess in my hand and get my clothes all dirty. So what I did was I made some cartridges where I put the baking soda inside a toilet paper. And this isn't completely foolproof either because when I've been putting it in, it sometimes goes and drops in and I still get all messy. So we'll stick it in and take and push down the cork pretty good. And let's do a countdown. 3,
2, 1.
Oh, is it gonna work or not? Well, it will probably work when it wants to, huh?
Let's walk up there if I go off.
Yeah, I probably will go up to it and it will take off. It looks like there's some action going on.
Yeah, bubbly.
Oh, should we try it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what happened was it didn't get soaked enough. So we'll try it one more time.
If it don't work.
Well, it should work. It's worked in the past. We'll put an extra amount of vinegar in it. Well, that's the thing about science. You gotta experiment and stuff, and sometimes you do have your flops. And that was one of our flops, huh? So we just have to try all over again. Oh, that looks like it may go. It went a little bit. We've had them go real high. And what happens is there's two types of reaction here. The first reaction is the forming of carbonic acid and sodium acetate. That was the first reaction. The second reaction was when the carbonic acid was made, it immediately started to decompose. And that formed water and carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is the fizzy stuff in soda that we have. And it wanted to release. And that's why you saw all the bubbles and stuff, and that's why it pushed the rocket up. Okay? Our second one will be on elephant toothpaste. This is the size of a regular elephant's tooth. And they weigh between 8 and 12 pounds. And there's 26 of them in an elephant's mouth. So how much weight is that?
A lot.
So 10, let's say averages at 10 pounds each for it. 10 times 26 is 260. That's 260 pounds. That's like having me in your mouth, carrying me around in your mouth. How many teeth do you have?
I don't know. I don't know either.
32. So an elephant has less teeth, but yours are a lot smaller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, I need to get some warm water. Okay, so we have our warm water, and it's called H2O. That's the chemical name of water, H2O. And we take some yeast, we take about a tablespoon of yeast, and we put it in the water, and we mix it up a little bit to let it get going, get started. And with elephant's teeth, you aren't going to use a regular tube of toothpaste, are you?
No.
That's not enough, huh?
No.
Not even for one tooth.
To get one tooth done even, they're so big.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, you know they use hydrogen peroxide for whitening teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we got some hydrogen peroxide here. And we'll put it in the bottle.
That's so cool.
Okay. Let's put a little bit more in. And then we need to clean the teeth real good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to put some dish soap in it. Yeah, huh. And we put, what the dish soap will do is when it starts foaming, it will help it foam more, and it will make it clean a little bit better and stuff. And instead of just having it blah and stuff, we're going to use mint flavor. Make it nice and pink and stuff. Okay, so we got our mint flavored. Almost looks like strawberry pop, doesn't it?
Yes.
But I wouldn't want to drink it, would you?
No.
Okay, let's put it down and let's see what happens. What do you think's going to happen?
It'll explode really high up in the air.
Well, I'm not going to stand right in front of it, over it if it explodes.
What the heck was that?
Looks like shaving foam.
Okay, I want you to come here and just take a finger and go like this through it. and I want you to tell me if it's warm or cold. Don't take your whole hand, just a fingerful.
Go get a finger.
It's hot. Okay. What happened is the hydrogen peroxide was the base, and we have some paper towels here.
Already rubbed it in.
And what the yeast does, the yeast acts as a catalyst to make the reaction. And it's known as a chemical reaction. Like the vinegar and baking soda, that too was a chemical reaction. For our third experiment now here, we're gonna take a bottle of Coke, Diet Coke, and I made a funnel here, and I put the funnel on it, and what happens is I'm going to put some Mentos in there. Okay. Here's a couple golf balls. If you look at the golf balls, there's little ridges on there, right? Okay, what they do when they make the Mentos is they spray it over 40 times with a microscopic spray of sugar. Even though the Mentos feel smooth, there's little holes all over it. And what happens is the carbon dioxide that's in the soda, the fizzy stuff, is looking for a way out. And what it does, it attaches itself to the Mentos, and it creates the foam and the explosion, okay? So let's, okay, you know what? I'm gonna move it a little bit more towards you because I do not wanna get soaked. Okay. I'm gonna move it just a little bit more. And watch, it happens real quick.
It's a fountain of Diet Coke. I just tried.
Okay, don't go walking into the soda, okay?
Ooh, I love soda.
All right, look at all of that soda that was in the bottle, and look how little there is now. So all of that carbon dioxide, when it's escaping, pushed all that soda out. Okay? I have one more experiment.
Please don't tell me that's a bottle.
Who has seen the Space Shuttle?
Not me.
Anyone seen the Space Shuttle, what it looks like? I didn't bring my big one, but I got a tiny little one here. And what on all over the Space Shuttle are tiles.
Oh yeah, I've seen what it is.
Okay, these tiles help the Space Shuttle come back to Earth. And it kept it from getting hot. When the Space Shuttle comes down into Earth, it hits the atmosphere. And what happens is it creates friction. Here, put your hands together and rub real fast and hard. What's happening?
It's getting warm. It's getting hot.
It's getting hot. And that's what happened to the space shuttle. It got real hot, so hot that when they looked out the window, all they could see was flames. But inside the space shuttle, it was just 72 degrees. Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is, I got a torch here, and see it's on. You hear it running. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take and heat this tile up. You can't see it too good here, but it's getting red hot. Who has an electric stove at home?
Not me.
No one has an electric stove? Well, when the electric stove gets red hot, you don't touch it, right?
Yeah,
You don't touch anything that gets hot. Can I have one of you come up as a volunteer? Okay, you know what? Y'all come up and we'll give you a chance to touch a real hot shuttle tile.
No! It's not gonna hurt.
Is it hot?
Go! Go! Let's go.
Here, here, come here. Hon. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, was it hot or cold?
Cold!
You're probably saying, well, this guy heated this side, right?
Huh?
This side should be hot, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
We should put our hands on that part.
Okay, what happened to the heat?
It didn't go all the way through.
Okay, it dissipated throughout the tile. It just spread itself around. The tiles are made out of sodium silicate. Anyone know what sodium silicate is?
Ow.
When you go to the beach, what do you play in?
Sand.
Sand. That's what sodium silicate is. Sand. And what they do is they take the sand and melt it down. And once they get it melted, it turns into glass. And they take, how many of your moms go and bake a lot?
A little bakes.
You know when they take the egg whites and beat it and it gets real white and frothy? That's what happens to the glass. And then what they do is they put it into molds. Each one of these tiles has its own place on the shuttle. It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle. There's over 24,000 tiles on the shuttle. So, okay, you know what? Let's go inside and we're gonna make some lava lamps, all right?
Hi, I'm astronaut Eric Bowe. When you pack for space, you prioritize, but you also find yourself bringing something special. I brought my Solo Air Patrol Award on the Space Shuttle Endeavour. In the Solo Air Patrol, I flew solo for the first time, and I learned aviation history and leadership skills. Challenge yourself, do what you love, see where flight takes you.
What we're gonna do now is to take, I have a little bottle of water, but it also has oil in it. And what we'll do is take either some red dye or some green dye and just put a couple little drops in it. Oops. And what we'll do is we'll take and we'll shake it up just a little bit so it gets mixed up. All right. And then what happens after we have it all mixed up, I'll go around and I'll give each one of you half a Alka-Seltzer tablet. And we'll all drop them in together, and then we'll watch them as they'll start to fizz. Well, this one's taking its time at fizzing. Well, it'll start to fizz and it will start boiling and stuff. Let's put one more in there. There's, it's starting to go now. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to give everyone a bottle of liquid. And what we'll do is once you have it, once you put the Alka-Seltzer in, do not put the lid back on it right away. Because what's happening is it's forming a gas and you're going to have pressure build up and it will pop all over the place. You want to pull your chair up over here?
I know who made one. Yeah. Oh, sure. I know who made one. I know who made one. I didn't make one. You do. Okay, so it's done.
Okay. Cut it a minute. Just 3 or 4 drops. Would you like red? Okay, 3 or 4 drops in the bottle. Take your lids off.
Ah, I got mine. Okay.
Yeah, see, this one's starting to work better now.
Did we put the lid back on now?
No, you leave the lid off. Or, yeah, put it back on and just shake it a little bit. Okay, who wants red here?
Not me. I'm green.
Okay,
This is, it's not,
okay, just shake it a little bit.
it's not even.
3 or 4 drops.
That's done.
Okay, who else wants green?
I want red. I'll take it. Do I do it? Really?
Yes, just shake it up a little bit. What color
Okay.
you?
Want me to put yours in, Fred?
Okay. See, that's real good. You shook it just enough.
Look, come on.
Okay. All right, does everyone have theirs shook up enough? Don't shake it real hard. We don't want bubbles all over.
Yes.
So you shake it enough so.
Me too.
But yours don't want to go.
Do this. That's how I done mine.
What happened to yours?
Do this. Just keep doing
You
this
had
over and over
green?
and over. Here, I can
We'll add a little more green to yours. How many drops did you put in there?
4. I can help.
4?
Oopsie.
4 tiny ones.
Yeah, that had to be awful small, huh?
Mine's really dark.
Okay, now,
They were the same size as everybody else was using. Just do this. Look at it, just done.
okay, shake it up. Oh, shake it. See, like that, okay? All right, you know what you do is, I'll pass these around, everybody take 2.
Not what he said.
Take 2. Take 2. Take 2.
Thank you.
Take 2. Take 2. Okay, take 2. Take 3.
Did you eat it? No. Now did.
Okay. Now on the count of 3, everyone drop your Alka-Seltzer in the things. 1, 2, 3, drop. Drop both of them.
I dropped this. Now do we put the lid on?
Okay. Are they starting to bubble?
Yeah. I'm scared. Mine's not really bubbling.
Okay, these may not be working that good because I had these tablets, these Alka-Seltzer tablets out for a while. So if you go home and you got them at home, take them off the packet and break them and put them in and watch them go all over the place. Okay, well, let me tell you, this was a great day. We learned a lot. And Colonel Grumpy is signing off for today. And he's going to remind you all, readers are leaders and they don't do drugs. Understand?
Yes.
Okay.